Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Shoot the Shit Saturday, right here on Odds and Ends Gaming, the segment where we get together, talk about nothing, talk about everything, and get together and shoot the shit. And I've got with me right here,
Use your words.
Obsolete 2003.
Yo.
The doofiest gamer of them all, or America's doofiest gamer, whatever Mike nicknamed him. We've also got, as you heard, Valkyrie Grinder.
Hello.
And Nicholas Zombie.
Hey everybody, it's me.
No! Stop!
America's favorite gamer. I got a new microphone, as you can tell.
That's
I'm
right,
doing ASMR.
The stars, the moon, and the sun is all aligned to bring us.
No, anyway, I'm back.
Okay,
Hi.
this
Look,
is
you
the
can hear me
after
now.
dark.
No.
Yeah,
no,
you
Mike
do.
won't complain
You
about
do
my
your
terrible
sexy
mic.
time voice, and I do my sexy time voice. Okay?
No, I stopped it though. See, we're all good.
We
But
need
look,
to
now you
stop.
can hear me clear.
Yes.
Are you happy, Mike? Are you happy that I'm not sucking off the mic like you said it was?
He's sucking off the mic.
He said that. I heard him. I read the comments.
At any rate, if we can continue, we've all
Oh
got
my Jesus!
we've all got our drinks in front of us. I'm drinking a nice chocolatey glass of Ovaltine, which is, you know, chock
More
full of
Ovaltine, please.
vitamins and minerals. Whereas these
More
doofs, I think
Ovaltine.
these doofs are getting ready to get drunk or
You
something.
ever notice they call it Ovaltine? The cup's round, the box is round. What you call it, Roundtine?
Oh God, what is that from?
I've been
I
watching
like
a lot of
Ovaltine.
Seinfeld. I finished the series the other week.
That's not from Seinfeld, though, isn't it?
It
Isn't
is
that a parody?
Seinfeld. Somebody made a joke in Seinfeld. How bad the joke is.
Wasn't it that guy that always said, "It's gold, Jerry, it's gold"?
Yeah, it's that guy. That guy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, anyway, these guys got their alcoholic beverages because apparently they've decided to make a drinking game out of something or other having to do with me.
A beer. The whiskey's not flowing.
I think it's
As long as
every
you start yelling,
time.
man, the whiskey goes.
Every time that I get sexy, they take a drink, and they
You know what
can't.
it
They
is.
can't help themselves because I radiate that. It's like
You radiate us being an adult.
That was your intro for the podcast that got lost. That you weren't there for.
So, yes, speaking of that, there was a podcast scheduled to be released last week, and I wasn't a part of it, so I destroyed it. Because this is the
Couldn't
Esp
see
and
something
Friends
beautiful.
channel. This is the Esp and Friends channel, okay? It's
That
all
was a good
Esp
podcast.
all the time.
It's lost in space.
And it's still there. I don't know what's going to happen to it. I might upload it in conjunction with this one. We'll see. I had some trouble rendering it. I was running into some editing errors.
There's no editing it. It'll be for our Patreon that we don't have set up for when we get our Patreon subscribers. They'll have access to that.
The lost
There
episode.
you go, the lost episode.
That's right. And season 2 of Fallback Friday is going to be released on Blu-ray and DVD this coming fall.
We should see which is harder to get, a Patreon or OnlyFans. Get
You
one
and
of
your
those two.
OnlyFans, isn't that for
OnlyFans doesn't need to be just porn.
I thought that's
But if
what
they
it
pay more,
exclusively
they
was.
can get that.
I feel like I'm missing something there.
Oh yeah, I think you were here for the OnlyFans chat.
I really don't think I was.
You-
No.
Nick started getting all about like, hey, everybody. It was the
Look,
time of the stimulus.
quarantine's been a bitch.
It was the time of
okay?
the stimulus check, and he was like,
Yeah.
hey,
No, I was a part of it.
Yeah, yeah.
that's right, yeah.
I
And he was like,
was.
ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, if you got stimulated, how about stimulating us on our OnlyFans?
Yes, I
And he was-
remember
Yeah,
that.
so like, he's like, just come and stimulate our checks, or with your checks, or I don't
Stimulate
even-
our pockets with your
Yeah,
check.
he was getting all freaky deaky, man. He was like,
Go back and
It's
listen
only
to that
freaky
one.
deaky if you take it that way.
well, what the hell else
Indeed.
was that? And he was doing his bedroom voice, that one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And he
What
was-
proof do you
And
have?
then Ring joined in, so they were getting it on like a twosome, the gruesome twosome.
What? Wait. This is derailing quick.
Yeah, twosome is called a twosome.
I don't think we ever actually got off the intro, but
So me and Mary met up and we had a twosome. Oh,
I mean,
you dog, you.
well, what else would I
You
call it?
dirty, dirty boys. You know, from Futurama.
Dirty
Lynn.
mind, dirty girl.
Futurama.
It's been a slow week again, folks.
Uh,
And the last episode was a slow week too.
I have to say one thing, and
Yes.
this is taking it to a serious.
I'm getting my drink ready.
No.
I know, we were already happy. All right, time to pour the whiskey.
What? I was about to say, taking it to a serious place for a moment. We hope that everybody, obviously, we're getting a little cabin fever, getting a little kooky with quarantine and everything. But on a serious note, we hope that everybody is staying safe out there. It's very ugly right now with this whole pandemic, and doesn't seem to show any sign of getting better. So we do hope that you're staying safe and that your family members are staying safe. And for anybody who may have watched my video a little earlier this week, just wear your fucking mask, people. I mean, just
I got a new mask.
good. Wear it.
It looks
want
like
the unicorn
Mad
mask.
Max. I got the Mad Max mask.
Oh, the fucking Immortan
Morton
Joe?
Joe? Yeah. That's cool.
Hey, a mask is a mask as long as you're
Mask
wearing.
is a mask.
As long as you're wearing it
Witness
in public.
me.
But yes, we hope everybody's staying safe out there. And Obs, why don't you give the people a promotion or a shout out to our upcoming events? I did it yesterday. It's your turn.
Yes, depending when this episode's gonna come out, I'm not sure.
Or
exactly
if.
of
It'll be Saturday. Damn it.
Okay, so if and when whichever Saturday it comes out, this may come at conjunction with the 4th of July that's about to happen, that we're gonna have, that hasn't happened yet but may happen by the time this airs, or it's gonna happen.
8:30 p.m. tonight. 8:30 p.m. tonight. Okay.
So if you're listening to this, then yes, we're having the 4th of July movie night quarantine edition going on. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's Stanley Kubrick's first movie.
Fear and Desire. It's a war
Yes,
movie.
Fear and Desire. So that's
I'll be honest, I've enjoyed the last two. But technically the first one was Night of the Living Dead, so that was it was gonna be great either way.
Yes,
I'm hoping this will be as good as the past.
yes. So that should be fun. We're looking forward to that. In regards to our movie night, that's going to be this Saturday around 8 Central Time. So if you can tune in for that, awesome. And then later on this month too, we're also going to have TFC game night, which is going to be more fun. So S, Ring, and I, a few others were in this TFC league. We were just for old TFC game, and we're going to get back for another round. That's on July 18th. We're going to try and go to that for between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. for anyone who tunes in or even joins, as we're having a server set up for this. You're going to get a chance to win a potential shirt for Odds and Ends Gaming, Valin Pals. So definitely tune in and check it out. Yes, or
Valid
next
House
seven.
is the best. Just saying.
Valid Pals is a subsidiary of Odds and Ends Gaming, all rights reserved.
I carry SB.
You carry,
Okay, we know that's Obs.
You carry SP? What?
A lot.
What did she say?
Mr. Coffee tunes into me more, my channel more. I'm just saying.
Flaunting that.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
She's like, I don't need you guys. I can go solo.
No, maybe. I have people, but I wouldn't go solo. I like you guys too much.
Next week is gonna be like, welcome to the Valin Pals chat, the podcast right here. And instead of us, it's gonna be Gil Stripe.
Hey!
No!
Thanks for the idea!
Oh, we're gonna have a mini podcast?
No!
I could be the mini podcast.
You know
If
what?
the
Actually,
ship
that would not
gone
be a bad
wild.
idea. I would
I
sanction
told
that.
you I wanted mini podcasts, and you're like, nah.
I didn't. I never said no.
I told you they'd be little turds.
That's probably why he said no.
Because right now we're shooting the shit, and right there we'll pinch a
The
loaf.
Nuggets.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
done.
nuggets, pinch a loaf, something with shit. That's our brand, isn't
Yeah,
it?
okay,
Shit.
here, hang on. Val, how hard would it actually be for you to get Valin Pals together and do a 100% Valin Pals shoot the shit? That'd be
Not
interesting.
that hard. Because most of my
listen to
pals
that.
have Discord.
I'd listen
Well, that'll work.
to that.
And I know Death would be totally up for helping me out. And of course, Gil.
Yeah, and it would be you guys doing it.
When are we getting our Animal Crossing review out?
Yeah, well, that'd be a
I
great.
had told you guys.
Oh, I
have
gotta
been trying to
restart my
get you
Animal
guys-
Crossing.
I'm on 5 stars, people, by the way. Perfect.
I have been
I had
trying to get
start
you
all
guys
over.
together for that, by the way. Like, I was trying to, and you guys are always busy. You're never available at the same time. But,
You can still do it.
in
It's
other
a
news,
great game. Updates are coming out after today when we're recording, but yesterday you can start swimming in Animal Crossing.
Shut
Yeah.
the front door.
Yeah, I mean,
No
it was
way.
a new leaf, but there's an update tonight. You'll be able to be able to swim in that ocean.
You know, I haven't played Animal Crossing.
I haven't stopped playing Animal Crossing.
Oh, what happens?
Last of Us almost took me away from it, but I was so depressed playing that I had to play Animal Crossing.
I started playing Smash Bros. And then been doing my puzzle game. And when I switched over to my, actually when I got my Nintendo Lite, I just kind of had to start everything all over because it didn't transfer properly.
Oh,
I'm
it
just
won't
like-
transfer. Yes, you have to start over per Nintendo device stuff.
Which is good because I learned a lot more. Like I was already knowing what to do, but I got more stuff. Like 'cause it was a different island, I went with a different island anyway.
Yeah.
Going off, we could sit here and talk like that forever.
Oh yeah.
So,
I should save this for the review.
yes.
We'll have an Animal Crossing podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're just having all these podcasts branching out.
Yes. Subcasts.
Like you and Obs can do the podcast of what's that one you were just playing? What The Last of Us? Yeah.
That will be
and
me,
then-
Obs, and Ring because he saw the spoilers already.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
I
have
know
The
it
Last of
happened.
Us 2. I haven't played it. I think you're talking
And
about
you
A Way
can do
Out, maybe?
wrestling.
No, I'm talking about me and Obs.
Oh. No, I heard her
No,
say
we're
Esp and
talking
Obs.
about US.
I thought I heard her say Esp and Obs.
No, I
No.
said Obs.
Oh, fine. Why don't I just leave? I quit. I'm really quitting this time. That's it. I'm doing it for real.
No,
don't
you
get the
can't. You're
respect.
hired.
There he goes.
You're hired
He's walking
back.
out the door. He's picking up the mail.
At any
He's
rate,
looking at the mail.
one last
He's
tip.
walking back in.
One last
Don't let the door hit you on the
One
way out.
last tidbit of Odds and Ends gaming news. If you guys have noticed, we're trying to resume what was on hiatus season 3 of Fallback Friday. Obs actually started that. He did Night Slashers X, a couple of episodes, and inspired by him, I did one of South Park. And apparently,
Is
from
that
what
what that was?
from what I heard, Ring is going to be doing one. If you're watching this on Saturday, then yesterday there should be a new Fallback Friday out by Ring if he went through with it. If he didn't, then he's a liar and a cheat and he didn't do it. So,
If you're watching this on Saturday, happy birthday, America.
yes, that's right.
America, fuck yeah!
Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah. But anyway,
That's the movie we should be watching.
well,
That's a terrible movie, though.
I love that
Yeah.
movie.
Uh,
But anyway, that's the last piece of Odds and Ends gaming news that I had. I know you guys had a few things slated to talk about, so I'll let somebody else take the floor for a while while I go do something else.
You have anything to talk about?
Well, I'll be here, but whatever.
No.
We were talking
Oh.
about things to talk about before the thing. We were talking about a new series on Amazon. Remember, we mentioned that?
Amazon. That's the worst streaming
Amazon-
service of them
Amazon
all.
Prime. The new,
Yeah, it's the worst streaming service of them all.
And then you
I'd
guys
rather
were gonna-
watch Crackle.
You guys were going to talk a little bit more about your Last of Us. And
Well, we can talk about Last of Us. Last hasn't played more.
Oh.
I beat it though. I am torn.
Without getting into specifics of the without giving anything away, you just said right now you're torn, so it's like it left that kind of an impression on you.
Was a game that I enjoyed playing this game until I didn't. But not because of the game, but because of story reasons. I'm really tiptoeing around it. It gets to a point where I'm like, man, I really hope this ends soon. And it doesn't. And then it gets to a point where like, all right, this is the end. I'm okay with this. Oh, there's more. Okay. I would have been happy there. No, okay. All right. Keep on going. Oh my. Well, at least this is going to happen. Oh, no, we're not doing that? Okay. Oh, Oh, okay. So this happened now. I was good when we stopped like back there. The game's over. So that's my non-spoiler talk about Last of Us 2.
That was actually pretty succinct.
Thanks.
I got exactly what you were saying. Like, it was
Good.
pretty good.
I'm happy. But yeah, so that's about how I felt, honestly. And I don't know. I want you to finish it so I can talk more about it. I really want to have a spoiler cast about this.
Yeah, I'll try to get more into it. It's been busy with some shit.
It's a
going on.
lot. It's a lot of game though. Like, you gotta like I said,
That's
put a
my
whole fucking day into it. It's all
'Cause,
like
yeah, the physical disc. I know you picked it up too. It was actually two discs.
yeah,
to
one's a
install the
download
game.
disc and then the other. Yeah, I know. I didn't know it was gonna be like that.
So
but-
that's pretty crazy.
It's
'cause, I
like
mean,
4 times the length of the first game,
oh wow.
and it
God
feels
fucking
like
damn.
that. It feels like that. But Last of Us 2, I feel like if I had to give it a rating, like an arbitrary rating that means nothing, and you should probably play the game to feel it yourself, I say 7.
You mean you don't want to bust out the settled meter?
I say 7.
We
I
haven't.
don't know what the settle meter is.
Oh my god.
We'll take it out when I finish the game, and then we'll
Yeah.
have a
We'll
conversation.
take it
my,
out.
my pre-settle meter is 7. Last of Us, part 1, the first one, Last of Us, 10 out of 10.
The Odds and Ends gaming fans have not seen the settled meter since my Doki Doki literature review.
I feel honestly, it loses a point for not having that badass multiplayer. I really would have enjoyed playing the multiplayer again.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I know, I wish it did. But as a game, I didn't hate it. Like, I keep seeing everyone on the internet hating it. In that Lost podcast that might go up, that might not go up, we talked some spoilers about the beginning. I didn't have problems with those things, but I don't know. I worry there will be a part 3, and I feel Last of Us could have ended as Last of Us 1, and it would have been good. It would have been fine. But I didn't. I don't know. Again, I want you to finish it so we can talk about it.
Yeah,
But I feel like this was. I don't know. I'm in the middle. We'll talk about it more later.
Yes, definitely. Once I eventually finish the game, we'll definitely have more comprehensive talk, and we can be all spoilers and all that good stuff, and get
Not-
more deep.
Not bad
dirty.
enough to hate it, not good enough to love it. In other words.
I didn't love it like the first game, but I did not hate it. So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But that first game, man, that thing, I want to go back. I know I have it on my PS4. The remaster was free, so I kind of want to play that again.
Nice. Definitely, it's not a bad game to revisit.
Yeah. So that's our Last of Us talk. And Val, just play anything else recently?
I started getting into Smash Bros.
Did you get the new DLC character?
No, I didn't make it too far. I am right now trying to win back. Is it Dr. Mario? Is that
Oh, you're
his
playing
name?
the story thing?
Yeah. And I'm actually really into this puzzle game called Glass Masquerade or Masquerade Glass, something like that, where it's 25 puzzles of different countries. Like you have Mexico, you have the USA, Argentina, what else? Multiple ones, and I've been doing that to kind of like de-stress. And some of these images really pretty, and one of them has me thinking about Rio, like the movie Rio, because it has toucan, and I think of what's George Lopez as a toucan. Yeah, so those are my little downtime games I've been playing besides Neverwinter. And I haven't beaten any new games recently. Go figure, right? Nothing that's surprising. So yeah, nothing really new on my end.
For me, the games I've currently playing was The Last of Us, but then I've been not in and out, but it's just been a lot of stuff going on. Haven't quite been able to finish it. But and the game I've been playing on the PS4 with one of my brothers is a game called Alien Nation, and it seems like it's I believe a 3-player co-op.
Is it about alienation or alienating people?
I'm sorry.
Is it about alienation or alienating people?
Alienation. Basically, Earth gets taken over by these aliens, and then you have 3 different classes that you can try and battle them. And
Is that movie where, like, is it based off of that movie where they have like detective aliens and shit?
no, not at all. No.
That is an actual movie. I'm not making that up. There is a movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it called Alienation, where there's like
I'm
a
aware.
detective cop. Okay.
You're aware.
Yes, but I've been playing that with one of my brothers, and it's a pretty fun game. It's you can play different classes, and I've been enjoying that with him, and then I talked him into getting the Division 1 and 2 on the PlayStation. So it's on sale right now. Both games are like less than $20, so that was a pretty heck of a deal. And he talked me into getting Diablo 3. I've never played any of the Diablo games before.
I love Diablo.
You bought that on PlayStation?
Yes.
You son
Oh my
of a
gosh, I
bitch.
can play with you.
And I can't
What?
because I
I
have it for
freaking love
PC.
Diablo 3.
It's not
Oh my
cross-platform?
I don't
No.
know.
What?
I don't think so.
But they have it on Switch too. And they have it on PC. And
I have it on PC.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited you said that because I was just talking about this with Death. Oh my jeez. Okay,
Wow.
sorry. I'm reeling it back in. I got
People
it.
love
Continue,
Diablo.
please.
When the
It's
fuck is the last time you
amazing.
got that excited when I told you I had a game?
I bought World War Z for you to play that you have yet to play with me, sir.
You bought
You
it?
forget
I
that
didn't-
she's just happy Diablo has the stamp
I
of
didn't-
America's favorite game.
Shut the fuck!
Finally,
didn't-
the
I didn't
reward
know
it
you-
always deserved.
I didn't know you actually bought it. So yes, I will play with you.
I did. It's in Google Hangouts.
Is it?
I told you.
Why do we
And you're
even
like,
have
oh,
Hangouts?
I would play with you. Yeah. Oh no, Val. I'm busy. I'm trying to render this, shoot the shit, herder,
That
herder.
never even came out.
Herder, herpaderder. What the?
Herda. Welcome, Ring. Herda.
I withdraw my previous comment.
All right. Oh wait. Sorry.
And folks, joining us
Oh,
midway
God!
through the podcast is the one ring leader.
064.
Hello, my adoring
What are you
fans.
fucking like commentating?
I know
on
that
Wimbledon?
you had missed me, but I'm here now
You
to
didn't
even
notice
the
you were even
balance that
gone.
is this whole chat.
We have the same microphone now.
Hey, that's right.
Hey.
Now the ladies can hear both of our sensual voices.
This is time to resign.
Scream for me. Scream some more.
Oh my God.
Oh my
That was-
god, it really does
was
sound like you're
fucking
deep throating your
bad.
mic, SB. You gotta
Yeah.
stop.
When you say it,
That
say
was
you're
really
being
creepy.
sensual as fuck. What's
You are adult to settle the situation.
Best behave yourself.
who's recording, by the way?
SB.
I am.
Oh, so we're just sound all fucked up then. Okay,
Wow, get the fuck out of here.
I'm not
Kick him
wrong.
out. Kick him out. Kick him. Just
You're
kick
the only one that sounds jacked up because you're weird.
It sounds
No,
okay to
the
me.
channel.
Well,
Never
at any
mind.
rate, folks, that has
That's
been
the
Shoot the
winning
Shit
technique.
Saturday. Thanks so much for joining us. It's been a
What
pleasure.
happened? We're still here.
Wow.
We talked about anything. Oh, we talked about a good chunk, but not a lot.
Yes.
So,
Catch
Ring,
you
have
up,
you
Ring.
played anything?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No. Yeah. As I was talking right now, well, have you played anything new?
Actually, no, not as of late recently. Besides, oh, jeez. I can't really state of anything really because I haven't really bought anything new. I do know that the 7 days had hit the Alpha 19 has hit experimental, which means if you want to do that, that'd be cool. I have been playing more of Below Zero, which had released another update to upgrade their vegetation and some of their modules and stuff like that. They're really pushing for some hardcore story changes to that game because they basically did a rewrite of the story. But I know that a lot of the changes in question were delayed because of COVID. So I'm waiting to see how that turns out on that whole affair. I really haven't been playing Remastered as of late, just been taking it easy on it. I do say though, I do like Dead by Daylight's new feature.
Near future.
No, the new characters. Like I played the other day with Bao, and it was just dumb as hell.
Was it Pyramid Head?
No, it was.
We didn't
Scream.
go.
It was Scream Guy.
Scream Guy.
It was the Scream from Scream, the mask.
Mask guy, yeah.
What the fuck's
Ghostface.
his name?
Ghostface.
Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
The
not Killer,
Scream
that's
guy
the
Scream
rapper.
from Scream.
Fucking
Ghostface.
that would tell you that on one game, I got pinged by him somehow. Like it was just, I guess, it's the obsession, and the entire fucking time
He had a hard
chased me.
on for Ring.
He chased me. I was the first target. He chased me, hung me up, chased me, and I died. Because the son of a bitch just wouldn't stop leaving me alone.
Well,
I hit
hold
him
on.
twice.
You left out this part. You got hooked, and I went to go get you, and then he started chasing after me, and then we got you off, and then you got hooked again and died.
Yes.
But I told
No,
you,
I
when
didn't
you're
know-
the obsession.
I didn't get a hook. I died on the hook.
Well, you know you
What?
got hooked twice.
Are you sure?
Unless that was the first round.
No, that was the second round we did, and I got hooked. I got obsessed. I got hit. I escaped. I went all the way across the map. He came back to me again, chased me around. I kept him. I delayed him more and more. Then he got me, and then he tried to get to me in time.
But your sacrifice wasn't in vain. Because we managed to survive that campaign, or at least I did. But you won a map. You survived the first round. Yeah?
Yeah, the guy just sat there on the house, just revving his chainsaw over and over again, and did nothing
hey.
the entire time.
You won the map. That's all that matters, even if it was given to you.
Yeah,
I should
That-
say.
that was interesting to say the least. That had that happen.
But
Like,
yeah,
that tripped me out.
that's another reason why I want y'all to play with me, because they have released so much since the last time y'all played, and I really do appreciate you playing with me on that, because you actually got to see, and you seem to be having fun those 2 rounds at least.
I'll play.
Yeah.
I still have it installed. I have honestly been busy, obviously, with the X7 setup thing. I have actually been working on that.
You know, you
so.
say you'll play.
Episode of Shoot the
Saying
Shit
and
Saturday.
doing
Look,
is different.
After
And
the
then it
after the
miraculously aired out both times. And like, oh, you'll try again later. And here we are a week later. I'll record another episode, and this will probably be delayed as well because
are you implying that I intendedly did not get it to render or upload?
possibly because it didn't feature you.
It's not. It wouldn't be the first time.
You were there in spirit.
It would have been the first time that I'm not part of the shoot the shit.
But somehow, some way.
But you know what? I'm gonna send you the audio file for this one afterwards,
Mm.
and I expect the same brand of quality, the audiogram, the flashing logo, everything, on that one. And I expect it with everything made by you.
Setting expectation is just an expectation and setting up for failure. You don't live with expectation. You just do what you do, and that's it.
I don't. I have no idea what the fuck that rambled on. That wasn't Confucius.
Subvert my expectation.
That wasn't Confucius. That was just confusion.
Nice.
At any
So
rate,
that's the games we've been playing. What else do we have to talk?
I noticed you didn't ask about me, but that's fine.
You said you haven't been playing anything. You've been rendering.
I didn't say I haven't played.
Oh, well, what have you been playing instead of rendering to shoot your shit?
All I said was that I haven't had a chance to play as much as I would like because I've been busy with other stuff. But I have.
What did you play?
Chris Hansen.
What the fuck?
What?
Why don't you have a seat? Let's take a seat.
What was that?
What the hell was
Apparently,
that?
Chris Hansen is a fraud, by the way.
But what the fuck was that though? That was just a random Chris Hansen. What the?
That was a random Chris Hansen shout out.
Okay. So
You're not answering the question. What the fuck was that?
I'm telling you, my friend earlier today sent me a message on Steam that contained a YouTube link to the Chris Hansen from TV Teen to YouTube Con Man, and it covers how he fell from grace and apparently does fraudulent things nowadays. Poor Chris Hansen.
Pedos on.
I
on
think you should
YouTube
have a
now.
seat. Why don't you have
Yeah.
a seat right there? Go ahead and have a seat.
You know, they'll probably like
No,
arrest.
go ahead
like,
and have a seat.
If half the furries in the world will
Just take a
probably
seat.
appear on Chris Hansen.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
No, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I'm here just because. What are you doing? See,
This
you got
is-
nothing.
What is
Well-
your take on A Way Out?
Yeah. Talk
what?
about video
Wait,
games.
What?
Talk about video games.
Yes, circling back away from the creepy Chris Hansen talk. Oh, S, what was your take on the game A Way Out?
Oh, I don't know what I thought I heard you say. Never mind. I am actually really liking that game, and I want to finish that game. I had actually low expectations for it. I
Is that
thought
a
it,
movie game?
no, it's a well, the first part of it is a prison break. It's just it's a game that takes place some point in the 60s. The Vietnam War is going on, but that has nothing to do with it. But basically, these two guys who were framed by the same dude, a dude named spoilers ahead. Two guys framed by the same dude named Harvey, got thrown into prison, and they meet in prison and kind of team up and break out, and now they're on a quest for revenge. So, the acts so far, the first act was the prison break. The second act was the getaway, because after we broke out of prison, we had to, go on the run, and we finally have, reached the point where we're laying low, and cops are maybe not at the forefront of our concerns right now, and now we're actually trying to get to this guy, Harvey, and I am actually.
Weinstein.
I'm actually loving this game. It is 100% co-op. It cannot be done single player. It has to be done co-op, and the co-op is very, very intrinsic to the game, because a lot of things you have to do, like as a partner, you have to kind of create human ladders, or kind of, do that whole back-to-back wall climb thing. We had to do that at some point. So it's very, very heavy on the teamwork, and it's a lot more cinematic than I thought it would be. It's actually a lot more. It's got a much better story than I expected. I honestly thought it was going to be more of a simple kind of puzzle type game with a very light story, and just focus on the mechanics of co-op more than actually a presenting you with a good game, or a story-driven game or anything like that. But I am actually been very, very impressed, and I am eager to beat that game, and I would not mind. You and I, Obs, since we're the ones that played it, getting together and reviewing it in full.
Yeah, definitely.
How about yourself?
I didn't know what to expect for that game. It was something I was intrigued about, but knowing right off the bat it was something that was strictly two-player only. Like, you need a second player to play. You can't play with like a bot or by yourself. And saw it on sale, and it blew my expectations away on what I expected with the game so far. And I don't know how long the game is, but it's longer than what I expected, I guess, so far. And the times that we played it, it's had me hooked, especially at like certain cinematic pieces and that are in there, and it's not like overly graphic or anything. That's very story driven, a lot of cinematics, which it was nice. Almost kind of similar to like The Last of Us in regards to cinematics, but obviously nowhere near like that intensity. But I'm digging the game. I'm liking it. I definitely want to complete this game, and it's a lot of fun. I'm digging it, and it did really good. I think the ratings, the reviews are really well. So I haven't heard anything about any future games or whatnot. But if they make more similar to it, depending on how successful this game was, I'll be very open to that if they pump out more games like this.
Hell yeah.
So on that note, I have a suggestion.
I'm not finished.
I'm not finished.
I'm not finished. I just want to make a quick mention of something. I've also, there's a couple of other things that I've been doing, and I know that Mike is a big fan of one of these. My Black Mesa Impassioned playthrough. I actually have still been recording. Well, I've gotten 3 episodes out so far, and I'm in the middle of the 4th. I actually have it about halfway recorded, and I am working my way through that. So I just wanted to say that be expecting that at some point in the very near future. I've also been playing, and I expect to continue to play South Park: The Stick of Truth, and I am very much enjoying it. It's something that's completely out of my element as far as gameplay style. It is honestly the first real turn-based RPG game that I've ever played, and I am really digging it. So expect to see more of that from me. But that's all I was gonna say. You may proceed, Mr. Ringleader.
So there's another game that I want to explore as one of y'all at some point. There is a game called We Were Here. It's similar. What?
Me and Obs tried that game.
Yeah.
A while back.
You can't use Discord. It's best to use the in-game.
We got
voice
stuck after a little while, right, Obs?
I think so.
I liked it. I'd
Yeah.
be down to play it, but it's tough. It is a tough game.
I am fully aware. It's definitely a game that benefits from not using Discord or events because it's designed to work around the in-game voice
Walkie-talkie
comms
system.
using radio. Yeah, the walkie-talkies. It adds to the flavor of the game because you can't talk over each other. You can't instantly communicate. It's just one of those things that you really have to just utilize it.
There's a few of them. Which one did you say? Because there's like We Were Here too, and We Came Back.
We Were Here.
I have We Were Here too, so I have the second one.
Right.
I'll have to look into getting the first one.
Right. Now that one, I don't want to stream that one. That's a game where it's best recorded, yes, because you have to get both views.
That's fine.
Because most of the game, you
We'll do it split screen like we've done with others.
yeah, we can do that. But I definitely want to get into that game because I've seen it play before. I have an idea of how it goes, but
Oh crap! We Were Here is free to play. I did not know that.
it is.
Ah, cool. I am
Well,
getting that.
I am adding it to my library. I know the sequel costs money.
Well, I just added it to my library, so yeah, at some point I will play with you and we'll both record and we'll do the split screen thing like we've done in the past.
Right.
Hey, we've also been playing Star Wars.
Huh?
How is that?
Well, besides the occasional crashes, we've been enjoying it. We were missing a fourth because Val last time we're having issues with the game. But hopefully that's been resolved, but we'll see.
Yeah, we can check. Right, recently Donovan has been taking over my computer playing Gmod as he calls it, but Gary's mod.
Yes.
Yeah, he's really creative on that. He does Star Wars on there as well. If it's not SCP, it's Star Wars.
Right. Usually doing the drones versus clones, or joys versus clones.
Oh, by the way, you PlayStation people, and I'm talking to you, obviously, Obs, Val, and Nick. You guys may not be happy to hear this, but the next generation games are jumping in cost to $69.99 per game.
Gross. Are they already
Yeah.
there?
There's 60 bucks, 59.
Gross.
Yeah, for the standard editions. Obviously, if you want like the fucking director's cut.
Hey, $120 for the super awesome amazing edition from Fallout 76. Remember that shit?
Yeah, but so yeah, when the PlayStation 5 comes out, expect to pay $69.99 for every game.
Boo earns. Boo earns.
So yeah. And speaking of Fallout, I kind of mentioned it a little earlier, but I don't think we talked about it specifically. Amazon Prime is announced that they're making a Fallout series, so we'll see how that goes. I'm actually curious. I'll be watching it when it comes out.
Have the same thing.
It'll be on Prime, so I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Did they say if it's gonna be like live action or CGI or?
No, they didn't say.
I would imagine live action.
I mean, if any remembers, was it Nutristar or Red Star? That was a live action miniseries that was made by fans a couple of years ago, and that was really good.
So I'll if nobody minds, I'll read this real quick. This is just part of an article off of the Verge.com. Amazon is making.
Going blind. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Amazon is making a new Fallout TV series based on the popular post-apocalyptic RPG games from Bethesda. There are virtually no details on the project except that it'll be an Amazon Prime original produced by Kilter Films. A report from The Hollywood Reporter adds that the project is coming from Westworld creators Lisa Joy and Jonathan Nolan as part of their overall deal with Amazon. Bethesda Game Studios' Todd Howard and Bethesda Softworks' James Altman will also serve as executive producers on the project, which is still in early development stages.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Westworld's a very good show. It's pretty crazy, so I'm curious to see how they're gonna put that Westworld being an HBO show. They really don't hold out. Well, obviously this is the Amazon, but this should be interesting. I don't know.
Todd Howard, you've done it again.
Fuck you, Todd.
Yeah, as long as there's no DLC or extra expansion packs you have to buy for this, or
Watching like 6 minutes into the show,
The pop-up.
if somebody pops up to was it in the widen being hauled off to that station saying, "Hey, you're awake."
Oh, the fucking
Yeah.
Skyrim thing.
Yes.
Dude, I wouldn't mind seeing a Skyrim series. You know that they're doing this just because the Netflix had the success with The Witcher. I'd love to see a Mass Effect series. It'd be fucking
EA abandoned it after
cool.
Disaster as Andromeda.
God damn it.
That's not going to happen.
The Mass Effect trilogy is one of the greatest video game trilogies of all time.
You know what? I can sort of agree with it, but I can't. I can't.
I didn't say it was the greatest, I just said one of them.
The first one had the most story, but it was also the weakest gameplay. The second one was a perfect balance of gameplay and
The
story.
second one was perfection.
The third one, it was you can see where Andromeda got its influence from, because the ball was dropped during the third one. They dropped the whole was it dark energy storyline, which was the whole point of the whole fucking thing, and instead went for the whole went more into the Harbinger storyline, and it had
Yeah.
the little boy.
I gotta say
And
that I hate the fact that they gave the Reapers an origin. I like when they have like a mystery, like it was a mystery to
Dude, that makes for the
everybody.
most horrible game storytelling ever.
Yeah.
It does.
What are you saying? Like when they don't have
It,
one?
if you don't put the origin, dude, if you don't clarify what the origin is of this whole threat, then you're doing shitty storytelling.
Not necessarily. You can.
Yes,
you-
because they're the core of the focus of the entire story.
dude, there
yeah,
are there are things.
but-
There are
no, dude,
things in this
'Cause
world.
first off,
that-
Sovereign comes around, influence of death only appears at the end, right, or at the end of the second halfway point, and even that's mystery. The second time around, Harbinger and the fucking bugs, right? It's like, okay, cool, and then at
No,
there
it's
you
the same
get
shit.
more
No,
origin. Then the third game,
listen.
no,
The same shit with the new Alien movies. Okay, when I saw the first couple of Alien movies, I didn't give a shit where the fucking aliens came from. I didn't care about their origin. I thought, man, this is cool. These are some of the creepiest looking fucking creatures ever. They're super dangerous. They can kill people like in an instant. This is so fucking
I want to
cool.
know where they came from.
Well, I think the majority of the people, well, I can't say majority. I don't know. But to me,
See, you don't know.
Okay, fine, I don't know. But to me personally, the mystery is more intriguing than the origin. I don't fucking
Ain't
need
it?
to know where they came from. I just know. And the fact of the matter is, in a lot of situations, you wouldn't know. There's a lot of. Why do we have shows?
But this is
and
not a
movies
movie. This
based
is a
on
game.
unsolved
A
mysteries?
game has the creativity
Games-
involved to allow for
Games
this
are
discovery of what was
fabricated in
happening.
the same way. You know, the storytelling
But
of
a
games
movie
is
cannot
getting-
clarify that as easily within an hour and a half, whereas a game has 8 to 10 hours easily to explore all that.
But you don't have to necessarily explore it. And movies are coming out in tandem with sequels upon sequels. So yes, they have plenty of time, and that's a detriment to them, because look at the new Alien movies that explored the origins of the goddamn, the fucking albino aliens or whatever the fuck that.
Well, they're being well reviewed. They're getting the sales. That's all that matters.
To me,
And
To me, the
in
mystery
the
is
case
more
of Mass Effect, the mystery is actually a detriment.
I don't think so. at all.
Because then you have to at some point clarify
One of the
the origins
creepiest things
to make
ever-
everything make
One of the
sense.
creepiest things ever was Sovereign just when Shepard first encountered Sovereign, on what was it? It wasn't Novaria. It was, I don't remember the planet. But he encountered Sovereign and he was like, "Are you an AI? What are you?" Like he didn't know, and it was legit creepy when he was like talking very ambiguously about, "We are something that is far beyond your comprehension. What are they? Are
Except
they
it was
gods?
already
Are
in
they
the
demons?"
storyline that the origin was gone over anyways from the get-go.
I didn't need an origin. That's all I'm gonna say.
But you're not everyone.
And no, neither are you. Stop fucking pretending
Neither
to be
am I.
Stop
But you're
pretending to be
imposing
the
your
voice.
will.
I am
or
not
trying
imposing
to
my will on
imposing
anything.
your
I am
will
giving
on everybody else.
I am
Okay,
giving
move
my
on.
I am giving my opinion. Okay, so stop you pretending to be the voice of a generation.
Moving on.
Obs.
Moving on. You do a little. You're going on. I'm done. Move
Okay,
on. Next.
what do you guys think? You tell me. What is your opinion? You prefer?
We're moving
I'm not
on.
Do you
gonna
prefer?
talk anymore.
Do you no?
We're
no
moving
come on,
on.
tell us
Mass
seriously.
Effect.
Just give me your, in a very broad sense. Do you prefer
Time to pour
the
the whiskey.
origin or the intrigue
Yep.
of the mystery?
Time for the whiskey game.
Nobody's brave, and nobody here has the balls to fucking render an opinion. No
What was
offense,
the
Val.
question?
My balls have nothing to do with this. I am ready to move on.
No, come on, the people want to
Oh,
know.
Move
that's
on.
If this mic's good, I can have my balls answer for.
Ugh, fine. Never mind. There's three of you in here. You guys could be I mean, obviously me and Ringer and on
And
opposite.
I already asserted myself. So
I don't
and
give a
said
damn.
we're
You
moving-
He
who the
just
fuck are-
T-posed on
You're
you.
not the fucking leader here. You rigged out the gavel. What are you fucking holding the sword of Damocles above the
I
channel?
think we all democratically said he's leader.
You Democrat my
Hello.
ass. You don't fucking. I,
All right, here's a vote here. Who's the leader? I vote Obs.
Well,
So first.
I quit.
Second time in this episode. The second time in one episode.
Was that the same time you
Is
did
that
that?
the record?
Yeah, he did it once before you got here too.
on
You
the
guys are
random
pushing it till like one
news
day I
changing
actually am
the-
gonna
the
quit.
topic- Changing the topic.
Mhm.
Bruce Campbell has announced that they're in the works of a new Evil Dead movie.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to this. They haven't quite given much details, much information about it, but I'm looking forward to it. Bruce Campbell's like 60th birthday was the other day, which I didn't realize he was that old, but I guess. But that should be fun. They had a show on Stars that was pretty good. It was pretty fun. It was Bruce as Ash as his slapstick self, but obviously much
Ash versus
older.
the Evil Dead.
Yes. But I've always loved the franchise, and I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully it'll be good. I know with the Evil Dead remake that came out real. I like that a lot. It was way more scary than the originals were, slapstick and whatnot. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to that. I think it'll be good, especially with hopefully, I'm not sure exactly what role Bruce is going to be in it, if he is going to be in it at all. But then if it's going to have Sam Raimi and all of them, it should be a fun flick. But yeah, that was my 2 cents about that. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'm not sure if
Neat.
you guys are seen any other movies, looking forward to anything.
You know what? I haven't really thought about movies because basically the movie industry is essentially dead in the water right now. I really just can't. Anything comes to mind on that regard. I do know that Smash had it in. Oh Jesus! Okay, so I gotta cover this real quick. So there's been something going on in various online gaming communities for the past week or so. You know how allegations of sexual misconduct and stuff like that are pretty popular these days around the internet gaming world. Well, apparently in certain should I say communities, there's allegations of sexual abuse as well as pedophilia among certain cases. And the one community that caught my attention was the Smash community. Apparently, there are, should I say, people come out of the woodwork where it's being shown that they actually had like allegations of sexual assault, pedophilia, and stuff like that, you know, and are admitting to the accusations in question across esports especially. And it's being kind of crazy. I personally, I'm like, all right, you know, if they're doing that shit, then get them the hell out, because that's a terrible representation of the community in question. I know that again is happening in Smash. In the case, it's 4 people actually. Nairo, Kitaro, D1, and Senpai for those who know.
Some gaming. Do you might know more about this? Some gaming a Twitch streamer committed suicide today.
Oh my god.
Reckler,
who was that?
Reckful, something like that.
Reckler? Hold on, let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't exactly know his name, but yeah, now that you mention that, I have no idea if it's connected. But yeah, he's a Twitch streamer.
Reckbull.
He committed suicide today.
He's a WoW player, World of Warcraft.
Ah.
And
Is it tied to
see.
that, or I don't know?
Well, I'm reading through it real quick. Hang on.
Dark.
But anyway, I'm the leader.
Speaking of Dark, there's season 3 of the show Dark on Netflix. If you guys have seen that or not?
What's that show about?
It's about the end of the world, or at least this area. I think it takes place in Germany.
It's
That
called
sounds
real
better
life.
than what we're talking about now.
But basically, in a small town, it's done. They want to say that in Germany, but it could be wrong. But anywho, it has to take place with a nuclear reactor going bad, some type of weird time travel. The way it ended season 2, going into season 3, it opened up a whole new realm. But there's a lot of time hopping to this show where it goes to current, past, a brief touch to the future. It's a show you really gotta pay attention to, because there's quite a few families that are in this, and they have very significant roles in the present time, and then in the past when the parents were kids, part into the future where how they grew up and what pivotal roles they have to play. But it's really cool. Season 3 just came out. I believe it's the final season, and it's been a while since season 1 and 2, so I definitely want to, after watching season 3, I have to probably rewatch the whole thing back to back, so that way I have an idea what the hell's going on again. And it's pretty cool. I highly recommend it to check it out if and when you get a chance, especially right now with staying at home. Check it out. Dark season 1 through 3.
I've
My
been
recommendation.
fucking hooked on a show called The Act on Hulu.
They put One Piece back on Netflix.
So the guy committed suicide, but it wasn't related to the whole pedophile sexual assaulting. He was actually a very popular World of Warcraft streamer. He was number 1 in 6 consecutive seasons in the World of Warcraft PvP. But it doesn't say why though, so I think that is still being discovered as to what could be, attributed to that unfortunate situation.
Yes.
What did you say about? You said something about what?
One Piece is on Netflix.
So about that, for those who are in the anime world, Bleach had announced some time ago, so it's not news from some of y'all, that the final arc of the series is now being animated, and the finale will also be animated as well for the manga. Currently on Hulu, it only goes up to the Lost Soul Reaper arc, or Substitute Soul Reaper arc, which is like one of the kind of like the 1 or 2, 3 parts before the final finale of the entire series. And the series was written and finally done on manga about a year ago, and finally got the green light to be animated into anime form. So yay! Get to watch all of the entirety of Bleach without having to read the manga at all, which will probably be a blessing. But that should be news for all y'all, and of course, like you said, One Piece, even though there's filler fucking hell. It's literally entire seasons worth of filler because they just couldn't do shit on the go until the manga actually caught up.
I watched Bleach as a teenager on Toonami.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, it's alright. I like the big redhead titty bitch.
What's her face? Orihime.
No idea. There's 2 of them, wasn't there?
So there's Orihime, and then there was it was the lieutenant for squad, I think 7. I think she was a big titty, orange-haired chick, and she was actually pretty fucking awesome. It haunts me. But
Anyway,
huh?
impressionable on my youth. Anyway,
Yeah.
anything else?
I think that's a good stopping point.
Big titty redheads?
Big titty redheads.
If anything, that's my starting point.
I'm checking to see who it was.
But
Renditu.
I don't know his names.
That's who it was. Renditu. She was the. She always went out whenever she came into the real world. Renditu would like literally just like go shopping for all sorts of shit just to get like the most beautifying products or some shit. She was a fun character. Apparently, she had something for one of the main bad guys throughout the series. He was the creepy one. He had the blade. He will always help out. What was his name? Gene.
I don't remember Bleach this well.
I do. I just watched it again recently. Like in the series, Gene is an asshole. Like straight up. Like he has this murderous grin on his face. Seems like he's always got planning. Then of course runs off with Aizen. But later on, it turns out he was just playing the long game and trying to screw over Aizen. But then it's fucked over in the end. So he's like one of those, I'm a bad guy, but not really kind of thing.
He snaked
real.
you?
Huh? He snaked
you?
He snaked himself. Unfortunately, yeah, he didn't succeed on his attempt, but it was a worthy attempt.
What a shame.
Yeah. I will say one thing about anime in general.
Is our anime talking now?
We are.
I watched My Hero.
Never seen it.
It's fun.
You should watch it. It's pretty good.
So I think Val and Nick will agree with me on this.
Maybe, I don't know. What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna have to agree with Nick on that.
No. Anime has way too much filler.
Yes. Well, actually, sometimes fillers
One
can be
Piece
good.
One Piece is fucking guilty because you can actually skip entire seasons.
Really?
I was gonna mention how One Piece is pretty much like
Filler.
probably 90% filler.
That made me laugh out loud. I just remember that fucking episode in the Dragon Ball Z Majin Buu saga where it's like, where fucking Goku's like, I just need a minute to recharge my energy. Fucking 3 episodes later, he's still recharging his energy.
Yes. Dragon Ball was guilty of that too because they were actually just trying to fill out contractual obligations with the TV channel, the TV
There were
studio.
episodes of Dragon Ball where they just screamed for half an hour.
Right.
That was the episode.
So when they did what was it called? Dragon Ball Z Kai, is it?
Yeah. I wanted to go back and I started watching Dragon Ball Z
even further beyond.
Dragon Ball Z Kai, or I think it was called Kai, it does a great job because it cuts out all the filler.
I started watching Abridged like maybe a year or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen that. It's pretty funny.
I've seen some stuff here and there.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
But, it made me like, oh man, I want to go back and watch Dragon Ball Z, and I saw how much there was.
Yeah.
I was like, nah.
So just do Kai and call it a day.
Yeah, and I just play Dragon Ball Fighters, and I saw that Broly movie, so I'm good. I got my fix.
That was a good one. The Broly movie.
Are there any other animes that are y'all looking forward to?
Not really. I'm a mainstream shit. Isn't Attack on Titan gonna finish eventually?
Eventually.
I saw that. I watched all of that. That was good.
Yeah.
You didn't know what coffee was, those poor bastards.
I'm still waiting for the Gross und Panzer finale to actually keep going because
I'm waiting for more Bible Black.
Bible Black, really?
Sorry,
dude.
That's hentai.
Black Lagoon.
I don't know. I don't know the names. That's
No. I'm saying Black Lagoon.
I don't know.
I think Val saw some of it with me.
I don't know.
Yes.
Coming soon, Ring is gonna launch his Rings Anime Corner as a fucking 10-minute segment.
Can I finish? So
well, it's the fucking first time I speak up in the goddamn.
I'm in the middle of something and you just cut in. Rude.
I don't give a damn.
Well, thanks for joining the stream, y'all. Have a good night.
What? Okay, so we're done.
So the Black Lagoon was a pretty fucked up anime.
Here he goes.
No, because Val can agree with me on this. She saw a lot of it too, and we had to stop because there was just one episode that was just like a little too much for like oh wow, can't do this. The theme of the show is basically this guy who works for the business, and they basically just sucked it out into the Indian Ocean era, or the Pacific, South Pacific, and becomes a pirate. A modern day pirate. And the crew is composed of this black dude who is like really chill, this guy from Australia who knows his shit, and then there's this chick, and Val should know what chick I'm talking about right now. Demented as fuck, takes glory and happiness in killing people and shit like that, and she just loses her shit at every single opportunity. And on top of that, she's just very extremely conflicted. I'm trying to remember her name was like Renji, Red or something like that. And she was just out there, man, and like she didn't really calm down her shit until like halfway through the show, even just a little bit. And she would kill people left and right, just because, no justification, no whatever. She was just a fucking murderer through and through. But the only reason why they kept her around is because she was basically the guns of the outfit. She knew how to kill people efficiently when they needed to. But that show just, man, it was just brutal through and through. Like some parts were funny, but it definitely put the violence factor up 10 throughout the show. And that's what I got. Okay, since
I'm back to playing Pokemon Shield.
How is that?
I really, really like it. I just finally got over defeated the fire gym. And yeah, I put a lot of time in it, like just trying to level up my water Pokemon. I think it was my water Pokemon.
Do you have any Lapras? Do you have any Lapras?
Maybe. I have. Don't make me pull up my Switch. We'll never end this stream. 'Cause I'll go over everything that I have.
We're streaming?
No, we're not streaming.
I mean, video. Sorry, I was thinking.
You're on candid
You
camera.
knew what I meant.
Remember
Hi.
Candid Camera? That was a prelude to Plunk.
Yes, I think there's some form of that nowadays, especially with just whatever random social media or.
Oh yeah, it's what do they call it?
Oh,
It's just a prank, bro, or
I
Yeah.
hate the
Social
it's just a
experiment.
prank, bro.
it's a social experiment. So
there you go. Yeah. But I think we're at a good stopping point, don't you guys think?
Yes.
I can't say anything because I get shut down. Because everybody hates me.
That's true.
Val, why don't you talk us out?
No.
Just why? I will get her one day to do it. No, nobody do it. She has to do it. Come on, Val, do it.
You're not gonna force me. It's my right.
okay.
My God-given right.
All right, I'm not forcing you. I'm asking you as a favor.
You're taking away my right.
No.
Val,
God damn it. No. No. No.
I'm not talking about the right. I'm saying, wouldn't it be nice to just ease us on out of this, video? Just make it easy for all of us.
No. Do you ever make it easy for all of us? No. No, I don't want to. It's not my
Easy
thing.
for Obs. I make it easy for Nick. I make it easy for you sometimes. I don't make it easy for S, but we're not talking about
Man,
S
why
right
the
now.
fuck not?
You.
Why the
Hey,
fuck
S,
not?
you haven't talked enough in this podcast, so I think you should just
Really?
ease this out.
I haven't.
It's a first.
I haven't.
You got it, pal. Do it.
All right. Well, ladies
I
and
support
gentlemen,
you 100%.
that has been another Odds and Ends Gaming Shoot the Shit. And of course, I am the one, the only, rocket blasting, longer lasting, ass beating, never cheat,
Look what
flag
you've done,
taking,
dog.
explosion
Look what
making,
you've done.
flames
Look
throwing,
what you've
super
done.
good, grenade
No.
flinging, formerly
No.
high pinging, trash talking, shotgun
No.
cocking, death
Terrible.
bringing, full force
Absolutely
swinging,
terrible.
head shotting,
Hey,
whether you like it or not.
I'm
I'm over here
Espionage
bitching
DB7.
about right. If I ask him to stop, I'm taking away his right to speak. Might be a good thing sometimes, but right now, no. I can't. I'd be a
In
hypocrite
addition-
if I stopped him.
I've been joined by Ringleader, who joined us halfway through,
Hey.
Valkyrie Grinder,
Hi, goodbye.
Obsolete 2003,
Yo.
and Nicholas Zombie.
Like just for this.
Join us later. Join us later this evening, as this will be out on Saturday. Join us later this evening at 8:30 p.m.
Saturday.
for
Do it.
That's assuming it doesn't get delayed rendering the thing.
Do it. Just do it. Just join us.
for
Help
our
us celebrate America.
July 4th movie night. To help us
Fuck
celebrate
yeah.
America, so they don't jerk our gerbs. Or anyway,
What?
and join us on the 18th as well.
What?
Join us on the 18th as well for our big live stream event, X7 Reprisal. And again, keep in mind, for anybody who actually joins and plays the game with us, joins us on our chat live stream, you'll be entered, in the drawing for a free T-shirt, or to win a T-shirt, I should say, of your choice, be it X7, Odds and Ends Gaming, or Valen Pals. And I think that's about it. To close off, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Stay safe, everyone.
Bye.
Peace.